I don't know about that. Yeah, the light is a that's more thing.
The light, you know.
That's dusted, right? Nah, nah, I'm much making. It's dusted.
Yeah, they.
Dustin.
Mm. Yeah, but it's plugging that.
Right? Hmm? Right, so it's again, so it's idea to become the elect, the elect of Israel, right? You jump for the 4,000 wanted, right? It's the move for the 4,000, right? Anything else? Let's start with anything, right?
Mm. The brothers from GMS Trinidad East. I don't know with us watch any time that we living in. Just not the guy was talking about how these I think that the tribe at Issachar getting separated from the family members, and being forced into concentration camps.
That's right.
I know, and all that coming into prophecy.
That's right.
Everything that's leading up to the mark of the beast, because the elites of this world today, they move by agenda, and one of the agendas is to actually push the RFID chip, you know. And so how they separate the families now, this gonna cause a chaos because it has something called FEMA camps and stuff like that, and it'll be taken against your will. So majority of the jakes who has been separated from the families, they're not even sure to see the parents again. The children being separated from the mothers, I thought we start to see it in the news. But at the end of the day, that's the most high judgment. The most high judgment upon our jakes. For as the scripture said, judgment will begin at where? The house. The house of Israel. You know. And I think I have a scripture here. But right now we living in some serious times.
That's right.
Some serious times, and these jakes out there sleeping. These jakes out there sleeping. But we actually, as men of the Lord, hopefully, like our eyes are wide open because we see actually what's going on. Because simple thing like that, when they bring it on the news, it's not even getting pushed in the media.
That's right.
It's not getting pushed in the media. So while the whole world studying about World Cup, these things actually happening, and it's not going live stream, it's not pushed in the media. And the other day, Trump was saying on that Trump was saying that they don't know how long it will be resolved for. And all this is going back to the prophecies. All this going back to prophecies, everything that's timing out in a nice time. And now while we here, we had to get ourselves right. Because we believe in the prophecies. What happened? Revelation 13, and every brother right now already supposed to know the scripture by heart. Revelation 13 verse 16, and he calls it all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, small and great. Because when they actually watch the videos and they actually taking the children away from the parents and put them in FEMA camp,
and you will see the pictures. Google will always update the recent news, and that's what you call recent news now.
And the media actually program the people. Every any time of death and destruction coming near.
That's right.
Our salvation coming near. And the media just putting things far from the truth. Far, far, far from the truth. Because that was happening on the borderline. That is amazing. and when I watch the news, I was seeing the news, they're actually showing it, some big fences with barbed wire and army men guarding it, and they're sending them in one by one. So when I go back to here, the scripture, and it was about both small and great, rich and poor, free and born, both small and great. No matter how small, because children actually getting drafted too. They don't even know if they see the parents again. But we all know that's not going to happen because the end is near.
That's right.
Understand? Happy, sir?
Yeah. I want just like they say, it's just on the children. They Luke 21 verse 23. See, but woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck. In those days, for there shall be a great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people, and I do distress because imagine the Mexican watching it, their kids and them in these camps and these kennels. And I what he saw doing it causing distress on the land. And I just prophesy and just as what Brother Lamar say here. He said that is what that the prophecy we believe in. He say evil men shall wax worse and worse. Nobody can, no politics, no government, no party can bring back prophecy from fulfilling. Right. And that we are can say believe in the prophecies. So just as how we see it, there's just one playing up in the scriptures.
And that is just what separates us from the rest. Because we rely on this. We rely on the prophecies to actually tell us it. You know, because as the scripture said, measure the time diligently within itself. So we see the prophecies being fulfilled. We know the time near. We know the time near. You know, and that just separates us from the rest. And I think it's in Luke 21 when they say that's roughly paraphrasing. Don't be caught up into the affairs of this world. To sidetrack it, and because we're really supposed to be on the news right too every day. You know, because the prophecy is being fulfilled rapidly. You know? And hey, every time we see the structure, we say, Kalahari, our pastor, me outside. Right. Because we know the Most High Kingdom is near. We believe that the Most High Kingdom is near. You know, because we really want to get out of this evil, wicked place. So all these destruction and all the serpent, you know, the father lies, and he ends up lying to the world and saying they're doing what all they could do to actually bring the children back to their parents by actually dragging them into female camps.
It's a video circling where the border patrol, they don't even want the father of the child, you know. They don't even want the father hug your own son or your daughter, you know, but talking about bringing them together, you know, or something, right?
This was going back there because they say that war going on right on the border. They say the second Ezra chapter 8 verse 15 say, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, because they didn't take heed. You understand? We out there, day in, day out, you know, even weekends, different camps around the world, you know, we spreading this word, we spreading this message. And even when we out there, you see them walk fast with their head high.
That's right.
You know, they don't care at that point in time.
See, Shalom to the brother on the comment board. See, Kalalali or Bashami Oshai, Rakata. The brother comment board. Rakata. Shalom.
And just to add, before you continue, just to add, the Most High going to catch you, Jakes, because this is the Most High judgment upon the tribe of who? Mexicans. So for Mexican, because why? The love and the Jesus, the love and the hate Mary. You understand? The deep in that. The deep in idol worship.
Right.
So the Most High going to get you.
That's right.
Although we will feel sorry because spiritually we be brothers, but not in our right mindset now. Because that's all the judgment. And it's going to get worse. You know, when I read Daniel the 12th chapter, started from the first verse. Anybody hear that? I can go finish this your thing next.
There was next scripture here, the second Isaiah 7:20. It says, for there be many that perish in this life, because this is what coming to you, Jakes. If you can't perish, you know, you go in and feel it hardcore, the two-thirds. You two-thirds go and feel it real hardcore. Right? He said, for there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of power that is set before them. Right? Therefore, power had given strict commandments to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Said, nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things.
And imagine vain things. So-called Christianity, you know, so-called praising Mary, you know, the rosary. Is that rosary, eh?
Yeah,
A rosary, the cross, and all them things going back to idol worship. You know, and these Mexicans is heavy on that.
Most of the Latin tribes they believe heavy on Mary. You know?
Even
They come like they put Mary above Jesus and her sword because they believe on the womb, you know, the fertility. Because you see like the Mexicans on a gun, they have Mary on it. You know, certain guns they chrome it with Mary.
Yeah.
Or famous just the tattoo Mary on the body.
yeah.
You know, so they're heavy into that idol worship.
So if the Most High going to get you, the Most High going to get you because His way is perfect.
Done.
His way is perfect. The Most High don't forget. So that's why we was never sent on the side to actually glory. We was actually sent on the side to actually live in fear, and not in fear of man, but in fear of Yahweh Bashem yourself.
Done.
You know, because as we read the book of remembrance, we actually remembering who we are. So we can actually remember the so-called Mexicans from the tribe of Issachar, and the Most High actually dealing with them, making the white man, which is his sword, jack up the tribe of Issachar. You know, and it's going to only get worse. Because anytime that borderline actually open, and I feel the Most High go and actually put the spirit that more Mexicans actually go on to that borderline.
That's right.
You know, when they actually watch the videos and the images, why need a whole army base out there for? To actually rough up them and separate them from the family.
That's right.
You know, because they know that when they separate a man and a child or a family member, they become weak.
You come like you're removing the backbone.
Exactly.
Because it's the man that set the house in order, not the woman. The woman can't set the house in order.
So when these Jays go up in them concentration camp, where they feel going to happen? The slaughter and death, it's torment, it's torture, experimenting on them. You know? Yeah, very piece of that.
This piece of it just to go to the where I was saying concerning like the Mary and as Normal was saying with the rosary and thing that one, and also concerning Trump when he's saying that he's trying to bring back the little kids, right? For the parents and thing, right? It's the Jeremiah 7 verse 8. It says, behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. It says, will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom ye know not? And that is exactly because because they worshiping other gods that they don't even know. Just like as you were now saying, they're playing the engraving Mary on guns, the putting tattoos on the body of Mary, you know what I mean? And they also believing in them doctrines and them in churches, and also believing concerning Trump, we saying, because you know why? Because of gullible.
Right. Because I remember too, if it was one of the things that sent the Most High to wrath, it was Israel going on to other gods. Because
Jealous power.
jealous power. It's about outside the tree. You know, and there's a real heavy thing too that was sending the Most High into wrath, you know, had them in different judgment. Judgment that passed on the meters as well when the white men come upon the land and kill them. and so for the Mexicans and so forth, they receive it. You know, each nation receive each tribe of Israel receive the judgment and receiving the judgment up to this day, right? Because each one go against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. None of the tribes was perfect. All went off. Down to the head, which was Judah, right? So they went off. That's a piece of it.
Daniel 12, right? After I
This is Jeremiah 44, right? Jeremiah 44, I'll start from verse 18. I'll start from 17. Matter of fact, 16, it says, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth. You know, and that was going on jakes. They don't want to hear what does the Lord spoke or what does the Lord write. They just want to do the things that coming out their mouth. You know, like you'll be breaking on scriptures for a jake, and they will be like you interpreting it wrong. You might even get them the Bible to read, you get any precept to read, and they will be boiling, hey, that's wrong. So what they want here is the scripture saying, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goes forth out of our own mouth. So it's what made them feel good they will do. You know? It said to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, which is the Queen of Heaven, like if you go back into the deep history of Mary, let's go back to Saramis, right? Go straight back to Egypt, right? That is the Queen of Heaven, that we will consider the Queen of Heaven. That would worship, you know, and heavy onto the Latin side Israel, the Latino side of Israel, right? They worship heavy the Queen of Heaven. Right? So it said to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, because if I go back into if I go into the Latino the heritage at the moment, if you watch how the idols set up, they set up the idols and they burn incense towards Mary and so forth. You know, if the camera wasn't so bad, I could have put them on phone to show you. You know, they actually set up idols. They have Cinco de Mayo, which is in Mexico, where they worship the same Mary, so called the Queen of Heaven, and they burn incense. You know, and I just to show you the scriptures was talking plain out how Israel went off. You know, they say the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her. Yeah, and we have say the Queen of Heaven and pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. So all the tribes do it, you know. It says, for then have we plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine.
Shalom,
Hey, shalom, shalom, right? I am. Right? So we're back on this here. He said, but since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, and we have wanted all things, and we have been consumed by the sword and by famine. And that's what should we leave Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and that's roughly paraphrasing on the topic we were talking about, which was the Mexicans by the border, right? The tribe of Shaka, and what they're going through right now is they could consume by the sword and by famine. The things they're going through right now, is because of what they do.
Sure.
You understand? They will receive the judgment upon them what they do. Because the Lord didn't forget and the Lord will change. If the Lord state that, hey, this had to happen, it will happen. And we going off and we know we don't receive judgment for this. So we have to receive it. Right?
And I did the example of consumed by his sword.
Yeah.
The sword is so, the Most High sword is so.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. What am I going to do?
This Isaiah 1 verse 3, right? It said the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Yeah.
But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they are forsaking the Most High Yahweh. And yeah, the forsaken Messiah, because if they worshiping other gods and thing, right? Which is no gods, right? They're deep in that. You know what I mean? So the forsaken the Messiah about Shemi Oshai,
Right.
and because they're using the same scriptures to do to worship other gods as well.
That's right.
You understand? So the forsaken the Messiah and the word.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Um, they have forsaken the Most High Yahweh, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, they have gone away backward. And as you brother say, that's why we're going through what we're going through right now, at this present moment. That's why we call the forsaken the Most High Yahweh, Shem Yoshai, and they're going away backward. You know what I mean? They don't want to follow, they don't want to do what in the scriptures. That's what they did before, that's what they're paying for now.
Man,
You know what I mean?
the most I don't forget, yeah.
Can, because all our part of the Most High rock.
That's right.
Yeah, you know that?
Yeah.
That's been Micah 7, verse 9, quick the way after.
Yeah, he done.
Yeah, he had it Daniel 7.
Awesome.
Micah 7, Micah chapter 7, verse 9, I think.
This is Micah 7 verse 9. He said, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him.
Yes, and I would be doing, you know, but when they come into this truth, they actually come to a place of repentance because we actually understand that we went off as a nation, we went off as a people, you know, started over there.
He said, this is Micah 7 verse 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord.
The indignation is in the righteous judgment of the Lord. Because however the Messiah, however Samuel Shai choose to deal with Israel, it will be righteous.
Yeah.
Because of the acts of Israel, of the acts of our people, what the acts of our people, when they actually understand who is the Israelites today, what are the wickedness of our people do, especially in these churches. And these churches were actually set up to actually program these jakes from a young age, centuries upon centuries. So when they actually read something out of the scriptures towards them, they buck up against it. You understand? So bring it in, finish it there.
He said, because I have sinned against him until he plead by cause.
Until he plead the cause, meaning what? Until the Messiah actually brings salvation unto us. Until we actually fulfill our judgment, then the Messiah fulfill our judgment until the Messiah say, all right, enough is enough. When the elect being sealed, and the 144,000 and the hope for the elect, you know,
That's right.
when the salvation actually reaching with the chariots, that when our, you know, the lifting of our burden, then the lifting of our curses,
Deliverance.
the deliverance, the redemption,
Yeah, sure.
you know, because even in, I think it's Luke 20,
21.
Luke 20, Luke 21, and that one of them, they say, when they say all these things are coming, like chariots and stuff like that, they say, look up, raise your head, because redemption joy nigh. You know, so when they say, we finish it up,
Alright, he said, 9 verse, Micah 7 verse 9.
Nine.
Here. He said, because I have sinned against him until he plead by cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light.
Yeah, bring a forth of what? The truth, the knowledge of the truth. You know, because even though if we're still in the truth, we're still going to judgment here. We're still going to hell here.
In fact, when you hear, understood, you're in judgment.
You're in judgment.
Always the place of judgment. Yeah, and it's in place of judgment. So once you hear, you're in judgment.
And I did knowledge of the light of the truth. So actually, when you know these things now, actually you actually program in your mind now through the spirit that you was never sent here to prosper.
Yeah.
You was never sent here to prosper.
And that is too straight, yeah.
Like a picture with a quote. And ever since I see picture of the quote, it always stick on my mind. Is a picture with a person body with the spirit leaving the body, right? You actually see the spirit going back up into the heavens. And the quote upon it was, we are not just humans, but we are spirits just going through a journey And that's true because we going through a journey and our journey is to come back onto righteousness.
Right.
You understand? That journey is to come back onto 2 years of Hashem Yoshai. So every time that one quote or that picture that's I could every time remember it or just think about as the spirit that picture that's come from my mind. Just say yeah. The journey the spirit going through is to come back 2 years of Hashem Yoshai. And to come back being righteous. So when it's time to actually go up, when it's time to be redeemed, you're right, you're righteous. There's a journey that the righteous journey you're taking. You know, then on that journey, then come back to the Lord. You know, one thing here going on this judgment. Like there's the same money can buy your happiness, and it's true. It's true because you could go on some countryside and a man could be living there for 80 years, and if you ask him how things was, you could tell him he live a good life. You go out as a celebrity who have $100, he might tell you, away, you know, price of fame, the price of this, it really don't buy it. It really don't buy that happiness. And what kind of happiness you go and get here? What kind of happiness you go and get here? The happiness you are here is this truth. And actually knowing that, hey, the Lord wake you up to this truth.
Yeah, that sentence.
Yeah, that sentence.
When you live here in the life and go into the spiritual realm, there's be at peace, there's be paradise. You just never want to come back here.
When the spirit come back in, you just cry. And when you come back as a spirit through regeneration, you just cry. First thing is when you come out of that woman's cry. Tears, because when you come back to this wicked place.
Place our burden, place our curses, and a born curse one time.
As in you.
As in you were born curse one time. So that right now, when the scripture says I think it's Micah said he will bear the indignation at the most time. That's what we're doing right now. We actually bearing it because when the Most High actually come back with his real judgment, it have no excuse these Jake can give. So that might go be righteous judgment.
That's right.
Because everybody right now know about the Israelites and who the Israelites are. They're all over YouTube. The four corners, we getting slandered from every church now. Everybody, all of a sudden, everybody have a problem for what we say. Everybody. Even on Facebook and all.
Yeah.
And they love to live with black. And the black terrorists and all the black Hebrew Israelites and the black. Alright. At least all they know who we are. So they have no excuse. But they'll be seeing camps all over the place, as the brother was saying earlier. Men on the corner preaching. You know? But at the end of the day, those darkness cover the people and the Most High have it that way.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's why the fight now is only for the elect. And the hope for the elect will also push to the end. Because that was the Most High were men, the Most High were army and men. A righteous men. Not to be puffed up in spirit and more physical. But it's the sincere heart towards the Father and above, you know?
Watch, I want to make a call anyway. Call him right now. Alright, that's one. Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
I'm putting you on the mic on the live here. Go ahead.
Yeah, boy. You hear me?
Brakatayo, Shai.
Yeah, I can do it, man. Hey, these boy, this one to make Bobby.
Now we good on these sides act, you know. The level of the Heavenly Father, yeah, about some of Shai, you know.
Hey, yeah, just come off the street there, so it was, I just see when I'm for you, doing a live stream.
Fine.
Kanak. Yeah.
Right, so I just wanted to add my 2 cents, if possible, everything long. This is Job 13 and 15. It says, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him.
Fine.
But I will maintain my own ways before him."
Mm-hmm.
He says, "He also shall be my salvation. for an hypocrite shall not come before him. So the reason why, because you mentioned Micah 7 and 9, it's right? And this should the Lord doesn't want a hypocrite before him. It's right? That way the scripture says in Corinthians, when it says Psalms 11 that is in me, that it may be a new love, because in this truth, you know, the old man has to be washed away. You know what I mean? He told Nicodemus that you're going to be born again. So this truth is not a once a week thing, it's an everyday thing.
Kan.
Right? So in this war, Lord's going to chastise us because he loves us. He said that in the book of Hebrews, Hebrews 12 and 20. And he has forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor fear lest thou art rebuked of him. Right? Because the him says in Torah, you can resist the Lord to give temptation. Right? Because remember the Lord coming to judge the whole world, huh? But he's putting us through these different trials and tribulations so he won't be condemned with the world. Right? So he is saying you gotta remember how we did in their travels and we did in their life. Understand?
Kan.
He says, for whom the Lord loves sharpness, so the Lord loves you. Understand? And you can shoot anything at all, the Lord loves you. Understand? It's something you do, you want correct. He's putting you through this trial and tribulation to get out holiness. Understand? Or if a brother come and tell you something, you know, you do basically, that's from the most heavenly Father. Right? It says, for whom the Lord loveth sharpness, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So, hey, each one of the brothers in that room, you receive my attention. You can't take this ministry lightly. You understand? This is the only thing that makes sense to the word about it, right? You know what I mean? Because if you endure chastening, the more so he dealing with you as his son. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? So all the women in here are sons of the more son. I should like a period about it, right? You know what I mean? So always remember, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, chastise you because he loves you. You know what I mean?
That's right. Kan.
It says, but if you be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are you bastards and not sons. They want the Lord to keep you here. Because you know in masculinity was gathered all the fish of the sea, and the ones that was blind, he was thrown back into the sea. You know what I mean? They don't want to be one of the ones that he threw back into the sea. Okay? So he was saying that you can remember. But I can let you go to continue and you just sit back and listen and learn. Because I've been through things, I ain't know the word, just telling me short for the men. You were getting on, you were everything angry. You know what I mean? You walking in the stairs, and you ain't giving up. Okay?
That's right. Rakata.
Yeah, and that was the brother was saying, the brother quoted the scripture in Job. Said, though he slay me, yet if we trust in him now, boy, you know? And go back to what? We bear the indignation of the Most High because we actually come to a place of repentance when we come into this truth. We actually know that we trespass against the Most High. You know, so, and that will separate us from the rest. Because we're not here to actually make it here. When it comes to the light and the knowledge of this truth, we that prison sentence. You can never be comfortable here.
It's Peter talk about the being in chains. You know, the chains. And that was talking about the fallen angels, was talking about us, the body, you know, the body.
And nothing good in this flesh. So a man not really supposed to glory in this flesh neither. No, because it's not by a man's will, or by a man's strength. But that's how the Most High have to deal with you. He might give brothers more, he might give brothers less. But at the end of the day, let's be thankful and grateful that you know the truth about Yahweh Hashem Yahshai.
Just adding that go back to Matthew. He said he gave one 10 talents, he gave another, 6. So it's really up to you now to take the little and the most I give you and make the best out of it.
Make use of it. But at the end of the day, everybody working for the same penny. The same penny, the same penny, same spread. Because you watching another brother here, but you don't know who's that brother to regeneration. And our next deep topic, but
no people believe in that regeneration. Yeah, that regeneration, there's send them mad. We not regenerating into no rabbit or into no bee. No, it's not that. Not the regeneration talking about. No regeneration, but it says the spirit come back in our body.
Right? So you see why it was important to establish churches from back then to put seeds in the people in their head. So that teach the children and they'll teach the children and about health doctrine and what is health doctrine. Any topic, go back to the Daniel 12 now. Chapter 1.
This is Daniel 12, chapter 1. And it say here, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth before the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to do that same time.
And that trouble is coming as Jacob trouble. You could actually imagine looting in the streets. You could actually imagine people's houses are being on fire, have nothing to eat. People can't even walk the road because them will be targeted to eat. And all this going to be the spirit of the Most High, how about on our side?
That's right.
The spirit of vengeance will be heavy on these jakes especially.
Because it's in Suraxi, that spirits are created for vengeance. And then spirits must come. They even go back to Psalm. I think the Psalm 74 talk about their evil angels that will be sent to plague them. And things are going to come on this land. That way you see the little children in a dog cage. They joke. And the scripture says the beginning of sorrows. Yeah, it's a sorrowful thing to see. We want people, but it's a worse to come. Like I was watching the reporter. Talk about it, right? And she started crying. But it's an Edomite. It's an Edomite reporter, like fake tears. Really actually like fake tears. She don't really care. She had a report, like fake tears, just to make it look like, something, They're already hyper in media because what they want to do is cause an insurrection, cause the people to uprise. And Trump and them would do, they go do ways to make people uprise. So they when they call it martial law, it's just to cause chaos.
The casting at created a way when Trump called a martial law, it's because he called it because the people uprising.
And it's them who make the plan out that unrest. Them think them plan out already, These elites, the real diligence and searching the work. Because they do everything step by step.
See, they do it better.
A perfect grease machine to the help of your boss. You believe that. But the most I get on that spirit, search what a matter diligently. So none of you jakes can get away.
Wiser than Daniel.
So only way you can get away is through the truth. And just pray and hope that you are found worthy. At the end of the day. And that way faith come in. And faith, exercise faith.
And you see the most there's no do things just so that you just want to do.
Yeah.
And that's why you 24 colors, the word pushes 24 colors a year, and now you're saying the other night. They have no excuse of not hearing the word.
Yeah.
That's because the word pushes 24 colors a year. So they cannot say that they never heard the word. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. So, I'll go from 2nd verse 9 verse 6. I'll go from verse 5, right? He said, for like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Said even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and ending in effects and signs. Right? He said, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land.
So that before you continue the act, see what the scripture says? By works and by faith. And how faith comes? By hearing the Most High, the word of the Most High,
The right way. The right way. Proper.
And now I am.
And not only Salakia, not only by hearing, also by doing.
They will exercise in the faith.
James 1:22.
And now why the Most High put, they see men out there as teachers on the corners. So they could bring that word, they could bring that refreshment. To actually wash the spirit of the elect then.
Yeah.
Like a baptism, a spirit of baptism now, boy. To wash the spirit of the elect, that they could be fresh, they could be clean again.
Yeah, that's right. Let's read over the people. They say the signs and wonders because before being a precept, I want to say something similar to that number. Right? But I hear that say here.
This is 2 Ezra 9:6. It said, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works.
It's a plain beginnings. Plain beginnings. So you will show you certain things plain out in front of you. Just to draw reference to that, just before you bring it all on to my mind, was that the Most High showing you little pickings, showing you little ideas of war, little ideas of insurrection, little ideas of diseases, little ideas of plagues, giving you little things you know where it is going to come. It's actually going to see all the things crumbling, until it crumble. It doesn't go make it come one time, boom, show you, because Most High is work with time,
Can't even just start because the scripture also says, those that have eyes to see, let them see, and those that have eyes to hear, let them hear, let them hear. So the only how that you can really see this thing is if it is in this word, if it is in this book. Otherwise, you'll be blind. Gross darkness will come here.
And that is why when we look at it, prophecies.
Yeah. But what 2018 is the year of prophecy. And we actually see the prophecies playing.
People getting drafted to FEMA camps and stuff like that.
Drafted into FEMA camps.
No, just remember, they used to laugh and scoff at us when you say that on the street. We used to say, boy, them mad.
FEMA camps.
We mad. It's on a concentration camp and thing. And we actually the same thing coming out, boy.
Have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works. He said, and endings in effects and signs. Now, I won't go into that word effect. You understand? Because if it is doing a video or maybe a DJ, and you're putting on effects, it does work. It does hype up the scene. You understand? So, the most time, going and put some effects in this movie. You understand? So, you got hype up the scene.
Like that way you see the and the brother popping coming board the Trump Space Force. That like effects, like certain things,
All of a sudden you want that Space Force over there.
Yeah.
Not all of a sudden it was happening from before, but it just passed the thing to let everybody know. You know that these elites are really smart, boy.
Alright? It says 9 verse 9, second verse 9 verse 9. It said, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, right? And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So right now you see that they're separating the men from the children and the wife, in a pitiful case.
Yeah.
But when thing will go on after, you saw started tormenting them.
And he tormenting them already. If it was your video, when they come and drop water on the border for like the fathers who come in, the border patrol come and throw the water out and then they busting out the bottle and things so they have water and everything.
And to begin with, to the separation, that is torment already.
Yeah, this is separation,
Yeah.
torment. Yeah, because all little child at the age of 4 or 5 could be away from his mother and father, you know,
Like chaos.
like chaos.
Even women without a head, without a man controlling them, where the thing is going. Total chaos.
We're going to feel,
Rock wild.
we're going to feel what happened to the woman and them in them concentration camp.
Yeah.
And what get rabbits, all them anime, all them
Women
so-called.
women that don't have a head over them. What else end up going on? They have 2, 3 men. They're out of control. So you have nobody over them, hey, they do the right thing. They do what you're supposed to be doing. So you can never tell them. They might separate man from the woman and she might go across on that side. So you know, woman, it's never saying that woman is the ultimate survivor. Yes, sir.
The ultimate predators.
The ultimate incubator that is called.
Right? So she'll go across on her next side and she'll just maybe study to save herself.
The white man what said? Game 10. WD-40.
Because even when you watch like slave movies, you see it. You see the same thing. They bring them in the house to help them, and all of a sudden, they start interfering them. But when the slave now come to the house, you know, she or them, hey, you do that. Go so, take after the master. You see the slave movie?
Because she feel like she's trying to get power in
Yeah.
because now she rock with
Yeah, because and I respirator because that all go back to what? The serpent and Eve. Yeah, the same place, same history playing out again.
She rocking Esau a long time.
Them rocking with that. See then the Esau them put in their mind the so-called Israelite man can't please you. He had nothing here to get.
That's why you see most J women going for them so-called white men, and them, like
Yes.
especially from the Caribbean.
And even just hard because
Because you can't watch a jail come and say that the white man is the devil, the so-called white man is the devil, or the so-called white man is a cracker.
What?
That's a big storm for them there because they don't want to hear that. They're protecting.
like blasphemy in the head.
They're standing up for the so-called white man.
Yeah, like blasphemy in the head.
Let us show the curses that the most I jack their bread.
But a man, she used the man, she came out to dinner and came out and she putting up all she on the Instagrams, putting up and just using this man who we have and the man that he came out to dinner, buy food, buy whatever. She bring him back home and she run him. She messaged him back and tell him, hey, all I do is just use you. That's what I want to do, use you. And that just show the mentality of J woman. You know, and she get picked up for that other woman go, yeah, use them sister. Use them black queen. No, use them black bitch. Because when the time comes, they should just say, rise you woman of ease. And that time to come when men try to say themselves, they not time for you. They not time for you.
And some of these punk men will be out there getting sorry for them.
And that's your free power situation, right? That's basically you say like we're trying to have a multitude of women, right? Multiple women, you come to see yourself. And this type of thing, it's only evil here.
It's in a group of women much evil.
Yeah, much evil. Because really actually when I group of women together, right? Them talking about all kind of wickedness in them. Majority of the time.
So that's why we as hopeful men, well, the hopeful elect, we don't pay them no mind because we don't think in spiritual, because we don't know we can't save them. So let them think and let them talk what they have to talk, boy.
People are busy.
Like no baby man always. We don't really and one thing what is that we don't really bash no woman. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what it is. Other than off. We don't need to do that. Yeah, so much so you know, look at them like these two understanding.
Like this is a metaphor like when you say you in the midst of woman in much people, right? They should just say, but I not take it. And this will show you how different a woman is. What is the reference to Joe Edom and America too? Now woman. So that just to show you how wicked it is. You understand? That is just to show wickedness to draw reference to a wicked nation, a wicked people, to a woman. You don't understand the heights that God comparing them with America. How wicked is it?
I think it's about to say that all wickedness is but of little.
Yeah.
woman,
Yeah.
So all the wickedness of America is a little. All the other countries is little to what America boy. The wickedness of America do boy. Just using it as a metaphor.
A metaphor reference.
Yeah, but it was nice, a nice metaphor.
When
Well, that's why I said, like, considering we back the topic now, considering the Mexican, the Mexicans are, so, eventually, we, as a matter of fact, before corners of the year, we was preaching that already, considering female cancer.
Yeah, can.
We was already preaching that years before, as a matter of fact.
And even the apostles and elders was preaching that years before.
But yes, it's scam. That's it. So it was preached years before. So going back to what I was saying is they have no excuse now. And that is why they will say, like you were saying, when we out on the streets and we say we bring a lot of prophecy, they will say, by other man or no, I don't know what happened. That's it. I want to say that.
They go moonwalk on ICB.
Yeah, God. There's Ezekiel 2, from 3, right? It said, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. Yeah, so even unto this day, they stuck in that transgression, they transgression against Yahweh Shai. Yeah, so that's why we're all day. And we bring up prophecy. Remember, they stuck in the transgression. So they will be like, well, the man or not, that don't want to happen. Because they stuck in the transgression where they enjoying it now. You know what I mean? I'll go to verse 4, right? It says, for they I imputed children as departed. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus say the Lord Almighty. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there had been a prophet among them. So really, actually, as I was saying, they don't have an excuse because the word already pushed them to the four corners of the earth.
And anytime I did the destruction, the most ever actually make them remember so they will know that had a prophet among them, because the most ever bring me back into remembrance that the one saw men preaching on the corner.
That song I used to sing for Nathan. He used to laugh. It's a J. song. If she don't want to be saved, don't save her. If she want to be saved, don't save her. Right? And now that's what it is. If they want to be saved, yeah. Okay. So be it. We don't know what it is.
Right.
You know?
Back to the
just one that precept to break, right? You say because even when, as you say, when they go out on the streets, they don't want to hear, right? He said, my people are destroyed for a lack. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. He said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. He said, I also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, right? So the Most High will reject thee, because what did two-thirds do? They persecute them. They scorn them.
That's right.
You know, some even talk about, hey, a common man kill out there. Yo, most I taking record at this.
I don't know.
This is why you jakes have to face the judgment you'll face. Because you're wicked. Even when the Messiah take you out of Egypt and we went in the wilderness, what they do? They move against the Messiah. They say what? They bring me out there to kill me. It's better we did serve the Egyptians.
After legacy.
And I'm the same spirit here today.
And there's many times, many times,
The same spirit here back today.
God.
So they just fucking wicked, as the brother said. Total wicked. Revolt. Revolt.
How much time you know, say, take them out of that Egypt, man? How much time you take to deliver them, man?
But,
And they still go back and do the same thing,
but
challenge us, man.
the difference is the difference now. Yeah, I know. I do. The difference that's not the difference between this exodus what going to happen here now is that the Messiah himself going to put 230 people to death. It's not no more saving them and putting them in the wilderness again. It's death.
There's no Dasher saying these Isaiah 5:13 said, therefore my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are vanished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. You see, dried up because they don't have this knowledge. Everybody job that like is already dry bones, you know. There are no light in them now, but because they receive the truth. Ayaba Hashem Yahushua, read 14, he said, therefore hell had enlarged herself and opened her mouth, open her mouth without measure. So that hell is the pressure we're going through now. All the spin and after understand that pressure. He said, hell open her mouth without measures, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. There he that uplift himself in this kingdom. They'll just go down more into pressure.
Yeah,
That's the most I just doing
just
here.
imagine that. Jake is the lowest thing on the face of the earth.
Yeah, can't.
Lowest.
Yeah, that go like we were saying today after the football. Imagine life was like the football that Jake today score our history, and we didn't even say about it. Like to tell you how they have Jake's label low. You understand? Yeah, go ahead.
Hosea 4:16. He said, for Israel slided back as a backsliding heifer. Right? He said, now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a large place. Now he said that now the Lord will feed them, and that is what? The wickedness. Right? The people following the same wickedness, right? That they show unto the Most High going to do it back to you. Right? He said, Ephraim is joined to idols, let them alone. Said their drink is sour, they have committed whoredom continually. And not only Ephraim, but also the other tribes. Right? He said, this is 2nd Ezra 7:56. He said, for while we live and commit iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer.
The payment you have to make, or the payment you have to go through. As the brother was saying, the score for three, they said they will bring gun and shoot me and thing, boy, on the streets. The score for the label we as the wickedest thing. But through the spirit and power of Hashem, we have faith because we know that we have brothers in higher power, boy.
That's right.
We are brothers, we are angels protecting me, boy. On a higher heights, boy. And the brother say everything is being recorded. So if the most going to protect the prophets until he see fit to remove them. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. That's the person who, but as they wake up to this truth, they're dead.
Yeah.
When they wake up to this truth, you're already dead. Because when they wake up to the truth, they really realize what they're here for. Is just to preach the word. Or it could be like a nigga and go back out. The most I could take away spirit from you and they go back out in the world and just go back to sleep. But when they wake up to the truth, they're actually dead. Because you realize the life you're supposed to live now. The life you're supposed to live. This is why you was born here then. This is why you was created here. In this place here. To do the will, to do the wood.
Let's go back to the brother. He said those same spirits will take the trip. And I believe it's going back to what I was saying about the men, about the people who come against what you teach. They don't want to take the chip because if they ain't taking the word, yeah, that means and the word already teach you the chip. They're going to take the chip for sure. You know, at the end of the day,
But
they're
you
promoting
see,
the chip. It's such a sweet thing.
when
You
you
know,
go,
it's such a sweet thing.
when
Such a sweet thing.
when the government take control of the resources here in our country, what is going to happen? And you have to eat. These jakes know not more living by faith. These jakes know nothing more. And that even a man faith really going to be tested.
And yeah, and Daniel 12:10, he said, many shall be purified and made white and tried for the Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
Doctrine revealed understand by the wicked. With ease,
That's right.
like nothing.
That's right.
I don't understand. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
These are verse 10, he said, many shall be made white of the wicked, the wise shall understand.
Yeah. And because that's plain as it can be. That's plain as it can be.
And that's what I also going to have to be so wise nothing now. I go back, I see Brandon come up to them and say that, oh, you free now? Nah. Oh, well, no, I say I'm also talking about ask me now. I say 600 something like that. And that's and I just show the agenda they working with. So just peace and peace.
That's what it is. Yeah, the internet is on.
He's so messy.